Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first game of Season 1 of Nick Calden here with the Seattle Seahawks on Madden 22. Today, the Seattle Seahawks will be opening up their season in Indianapolis versus the Indianapolis Colts and new quarterback Matt Ryan. This is going to be a very, very interesting start to the season because Indianapolis has all the makings to be a Super Bowl team, while the Seahawks, on the other hand, are looking to see what pieces they have after the Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner moves this offseason. Quarterback Drew Lock will be making his Seattle Seahawks debut tonight against this stifling Colts defense. Will he be able to get it done offensively for us? Noah Fant and Shelby Harris are also making their Seattle Seahawks debut as they hope to be playmakers to help us get back to the level we were once at. Preseason video, you guys will know that the Seahawks are expecting it to be a rough year, but that doesn't distract Coach Holland. He is predicting 4 wins for the season, but he is expecting them to be competitive in many more games. Will they be able to meet their numbers, or will they just get left behind without Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner to captain this team? And without further ado, the teams are lining up for the first kickoff of the year. And how will the Seahawks do? Without further ado, we are underway here in Indianapolis with a kick that will go into the end zone for a touchback. And as you see the offense walking onto the field here for Indianapolis, quarterback Matt Ryan, who was traded from the Atlanta Falcons, is looking to make his Colts debut. They're hoping that Ryan will play better than Carson Wentz did last year and be able to push this team not only into the playoffs, but into a deep playoff run, hopefully for contention. With Ryan lining up in the shotgun, the first play of the season is underway, and it is a pass. Ryan will drop back, and he will hit his wide receiver for a gain of 7. Playing Matt Ryan lines up in the shotgun again with Jonathan Taylor to his left, a force we have to watch out for here in the backfield. Ryan lets the play clock run down, and it is a handoff to none other than Jonathan Taylor, and he is able to fight for 3 yards to get them to a 3rd and inches. The defense can get a stop here. Getting them off the field and avoiding Jonathan Taylor doing any damage would be huge. Matt Ryan will line up under center here, and the play clock runs down as he hikes the ball, handoff to Jonathan Taylor, and he has the inches and more. So that is a gain of 11 to get them near midfield. Like we talked about in the preseason video, controlling the defensive line and controlling the run game will be a huge standard for success for this team, and Jonathan Taylor is a tough test first. Here he takes a run and gets him a yard short of midfield, a gain about 3. Once again, Ryan lining up in the shotgun. Are they going to give it to Jonathan Taylor again, or what are they going to do? He's going to drop back to pass, and an incomplete pass and a flag on the play. That is going to be pass interference on the defense. Not helping ourselves out with penalties like that. That is Cody Barton getting penalized. Again here, Ryan hands it off to Taylor, who once again is stopped short of 5 yards. He gets 3 there. Matt Ryan will line up under center again. And he will pitch it this time to Jonathan Taylor, who gets the edge set and jukes out Quandre Diggs, as this time he breaks open for a 21-yard run. Seattle Seahawks do not stand much of a chance if they are not able to set the edge and prevent a guy like Jonathan Taylor from getting outside. Here we see Matt Ryan lining up under center again. He is going to pitch it again to Nakeem Hines as he will break a tackle. And then Jamal Adams missed, and he walks into the end zone for a 20-yard touchdown rush. Not the start they wanted to see. As Drew Lock makes his way out to the field to start the game here, he is going to have to respond along with this Seattle offense. Our defense wanted to avoid putting them into situations where they had to respond, but I guess we're just going to start the season off like this. Drew Lock will line up in the shotgun here, and it looks like Seattle's going to hope to go with a little bit of an RPO to start, and they're just going to pull it out immediately and flip it to Tyler Lockett, who will get about 4 yards on the play there. They're going to mark it as a 2nd and 5, actually. Friendly mark for the Seahawks. With Drew Lock standing back in the shotgun formation here, he will motion Noah Fant across to the other side. Play clock down to 2, and he will hand the ball off to Chris Carson, who will plow forward and gain 5 yards. And they will actually give them the first down, saying he got it. Drew Lock again here in the shotgun. What is he going to do? He's going to hand it off to Carson again. This time, he does not get as much as he only gets a gain of 3. And it looks like Anthony Barr is down with an injury on the play. Here we have Drew Lock lining up, empty backfield, 2nd and 7 here. 2 yards short of the 40 as he will look for the double slant, and he will hit DK Metcalf, who will cross the 50-yard line and get into the 42 of Indianapolis. Nice completion there for Drew Lock to DK Metcalf for 20 yards. First and 10 here on the 42 of Indianapolis, and they're going to snap it again, and it's going to be a Chris Carson run, and this time he will get 4 yards, giving them a 2nd and 7 apparently. Drew Lock again under shotgun, snaps back, gets sacked and thrown down at the 47-yard line. Actually, the ball is spotted on the 48, and it is a 3rd and 20 here as the Seahawks can only hope to get something going. Drew Lock throws it out for DK Metcalf, who is unable to hold on to it, and it gets swatted away. The Colts get pinned down the 3-yard line from the punt from the Seahawks, and Jonathan Taylor just takes it right up the middle, and he will get out of the danger zone. He is all the way across the 40 of Seattle, all the way down to the 23-yard line. On 6 rushes, he is already over 114 yards. This day could not have started any worse for the Seahawks on defense. Matt Ryan out of the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to throw to the comeback route, and Michael Pittman will make a man miss and get down to the 13-yard line, giving them yet another first down. Well inside the red zone now, the Seahawks got to step up and make some defensive plays. They're going to blitz a man on a zone, and they're just going to have their wide receivers sit underneath and get the catch for the 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 here. Matt Ryan once again in the shotgun. He's going to have his halfback kicking out, and he's going to hit a man short for a gain of looks like 2 yards. So that is a 3rd and 3 now. If the Seahawks can get a stop here and limit it to a field goal, this will be making the best out of a bad start to the game. Matt Ryan drops back, has all the time in the world, hits the man in the back of the end zone, but his foot is out of bounds. Here we go, 4th and 3. Handoff to the fullback, and they get it. Push them all the way down to the 1-yard line. Back-breaking conversion there. Matt Ryan hands it out to Jonathan Taylor. All the space in the world. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns. Not a good start to the day for the Seahawks. Drew Lock under center will take the snap and hand it off to Chris Carson again, and he is going nowhere. The Seahawks are trying to start that run game to get something going. But once again, Drew Lock hits DK Metcalf on a slant for a gain of 17. Drew Lock starting out the day 3 for 4. Good for them. Drew Lock lining up in the pistol formation here. He's signaling out. It looks like they're going to hand it to Chris Carson, who's going to run into his blocker and once again get nothing. Looks like they took a delay game too, so they're back 5 yards more, and Drew Lock gets sacked and fumbles the ball. Very fortunately is picked up by one of our linemen. We are facing another 3rd and long here. 3rd and 17 from our 35. Drew Lock steps back to pass, throws the ball. DK Metcalf goes up and gets it for a gain and gets us all the way down to the 46-yard line of Indianapolis. They're going to hand it off to Carson. He makes a man miss in the backfield, gets something positive out of this one. Forward 4 yards to the 42. They're going to say it's 2nd and 7 here, and Drew Lock takes a snap. Looks to hit Tyler Lockett on the underneath, and Lockett makes a couple people miss. Gets the ball all the way down to the 26-yard line of Indianapolis. This drive is moving for the Seahawks. Once again, Drew Lock in the backfield. He is going to let the clock run down a little bit, and he's going to snap the ball to Chris Carson. He's got a hole. He's going to fight forward for about a gain of 10 yards. Great to see him getting back involved in the game here. 1st and 10 from the 16 of Indianapolis. Drew Lock is going to call his own number on the read option, and he's going to fall forward for 8 yards here. A nice little rush to get the offense even closer to the red zone. Situations like these are where we got to convert. Drew Lock lines up in the shotgun formation again with Chris Carson in the backfield. He's going to let the clock run down, and it's a little bit of a swing pass to Eskridge, which goes nowhere. The Colts are all over it. They lose 4 to put themselves in a 3rd and 6 situation. They tried to get a little too cute with it, and it backfired. Once again, Drew Lock's going to line up in the pistol, and it's actually going to be a screen out to Carson here. He's going to get a block, make a man miss, and he is going to get down to the 8-yard line. And looks like the Colts have another man down on the field. Hopefully that injury is not too severe. After the drive, the Colts looks like they're going to settle for a field goal here. They're on to kick. And what's this? Jacob Eason pulls out. He's got the edge. Touchdown, Seattle! The trickery out of Coach Halden wants to make sure that they at least walk away with a touchdown on this drive, trying to swing the momentum back into Seattle favor. and the extra point puts it to a 7-score game. So here we'll see how the Colts respond. Matt Ryan right away, dagger to Pittman, another miss by our tackles. We're seeming to dive at anything that runs out there. All of a sudden, that's a gain of 18, and they are in great field position. Matt Ryan under center, hands it off to Jonathan Taylor as he gets 6 yards to push them just shy of midfield, and all of a sudden, the Seahawks defense is back on the defense again. Run to Jonathan Taylor here. He will push forward to get on the other 49-yard line, so a 2-yard gain, 3rd and 1. Can the Seahawks get the stop? Under center, Matt Ryan up the middle, Jonathan Taylor, no dice, all the way down to the 41-yard line. The Colts are feeding Jonathan Taylor at will, and there is nothing that the Seahawk defense can do to stop it. Coach Halden talking to his defensive assistant there, and they're going to try blitzing Jamal Adams here as he will get picked up, and Matt Ryan will hit his wide receiver over the middle for a gain of 17. He is 6 of 7 for 59 yards. No solution for the run game or the pass game so far. As Matt Ryan will line up in the shotgun formation once again with Hines to his left. They're going to run the clock down a little bit, and it's a quick pass to Michael Pittman. Where's the secondary? He waltzes right into the end zone. The Colts strike back after the Seahawks touchdown. This extra point makes it 21-7 as the Seahawks are back on the field, and they're going to try the end run again, and they are going to get better yardage here as Eskridge is going to get all the way down to the 31-yard line and set up a 2nd and inches for the Seahawk offense here. Glad to see them using him in a dynamic way. They're going to hit out a screen pass to Carson, and he is going to have open field to run. Cannot make the man miss. He will get all the way down to the 45-yard line. Drew Lock today has been surprising. 9 of 10 for 108 yards. After a quick run from Chris Carson, get 5 yards. It is 2nd and 5, ball on the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to do a read option again, and this time Carson's going to hold on to it and does not get anything, as it'll be a 3rd and 4 with 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. They're going to motion Carson out to the receiving side, and Drew Lock's going to look for the open play. He's got Tyler Lockett, but just misses him on the overthrow, and it is going to be 4th down. A missed conversion there for the Seahawks, and they're going to consider going for it. Nick Halden will be sending Drew Lock and the offense out there in a 4th and 4 situation. Might be running a hard count, might be going for an actual play, and they will snap the ball. And they have Tyler Lockett on the underneath. Drew Lock does not miss the throw twice. That's a 1st down to the 43-yard line. The Seahawks want points. Inside a minute 30, ball on the 43-yard line here of Indianapolis. Looks like they're going to take a run, and they're going to get down to the 40 for a gain of 4. They're moving the ball and keeping the clock moving, trying to get points while limiting Indianapolis' chance to score as well. 21-7 here. Clock creeping down to a minute. Drew Lock snaps the ball. He looks like he's scrambling a little bit. He is going to get to the outside. And he's going to throw it to Tyler Lockett again to the 29. And then the Seahawks will take a timeout with less than a minute remaining. Inside a minute here at Lucas Oil Field here in Indianapolis, it is 7-21. The Colts lead the Seahawks as Drew Lock is trying to get points before half. He's going to go ahead and hit Disley, his tight end, for a gain of roughly 9 and call a hurry up here. Clock creeping down inside 40 seconds. Drew Lock's going to snap the ball, and he is going to have a man sitting over the middle. That is Disley again, and he will roll all the way down to the 6-yard line, a gain of 13. Clock creeping down past 20 here as Drew Lock is calling the plays, and he is going to drop back to pass, and he is going to try to throw on the run. Tyler Lockett cannot get his feet down. 3rd and goal. They're going to motion Carson out to the outside. 12 seconds remaining. Ball on the 6-yard line. Drew Lock gets the snap off. He's got him over the middle. Interception. Throws it right to the linebacker, and that is how the Seahawks drive ends. Oh, that's a heartbreaker for the Seahawks. They thought they were getting points, but they go into halftime still down 21-7. As both teams are walking to the locker room, here we'll show the stats. The Seahawks are down 21-7. They do have the better passing game so far, but Jonathan Taylor and this rushing game have been the difference. Taking a look around the league at the other games going on today, Arizona is playing Tennessee, and the Cardinals are up 21-14 over the Titans. Kyler Murray is doing Kyler Murray things. He has got 1 touchdown on the day. DeAndre Hopkins, always a force, has got a receiving touchdown as well. We're going to switch over to the Houston Texans playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Texans are up over the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence is kind of struggling today, but Davis Mills has been showing that he is that guy as he is 10 of 14 for 110 yards. Another game is the 49ers at Detroit, and the 49ers are getting all they can handle with Detroit, where Jared Goff has thrown 2 touchdowns and 1 interception and 151 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo has not been doing the best, but we will get back into our game here as Jonathan Taylor and the Indianapolis Colts are having their way with the Seattle Seahawks on the running game today. The biggest area that we hope to improve is on the defensive side and stopping Jonathan Taylor, but here we are, Drew Lock under center. Here we go from the start of the third quarter. Is going to be a handoff to Chris Carson. He's going to find a hole and get all the way up to the 29-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. Drew Lock again on the read option, going to call his own number, and he is going to slide down at the 33-yard line, gain of 4, and a first down. After a quick 1-yard rushing play, Drew Lock will line up under center on a 2nd and 9, hoping to get the Seahawks some points on this drive here to start off the third quarter. He will drop back. He looks like he's got a man on the underneath, and he will hit Eskridge, who makes a very acrobatic catch for 1 yard. 3rd and 8. Snap here. Drew Lock out. Back hits Chris Carson in the backfield. Throws a little bit behind him, so he had to come back for the ball. 4th down and 6. Seahawks will have to punt it away. Matt Ryan in the shotgun here. He will snap it, and he has his running back, Jonathan Taylor, who else, for a first down and a gain of 17 yards. We cannot stop Jonathan Taylor today. If we can pay anyone to help just stop Jonathan Taylor, we will. Matt Ryan lines up in the shotgun again, snaps the ball. He will hand it off to Hines, who is met in the backfield. The first tackle for a loss for the Seahawks today. Why are we showboating? It will be a 2nd and 12 here for the Colts. Matt Ryan will take the snap again, and he will hit his tight end on the underneath, who will fall forward for a gain of 11 to put it in a 3rd and inches situation. Once again, Jonathan Taylor to the right of Matt Ryan, and he will throw it. Has a man wide open on the underneath. They call it a catch. The Seahawks challenge, and they lose the challenge, losing a timeout. Matt Ryan takes a step back and will hit his wide receiver underneath, getting him on the Seahawks side of the field to the 46-yard line, and a 2nd and 6 now. Looks like the Seahawks are going to be bringing pressure, trying anything they can to disrupt the motion that this offense is in. And Matt Ryan will get the ball off, and a tackle in the backfield is missed, and he will get 3 yards on what should have been a 3-yard loss. Chris Carson is looking off in this game, dazed and confused, wondering what they can do different. 3rd and 3 here. Can the Seahawks get a stop? Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. Matt Ryan under center. Snap. Jonathan Taylor has the biggest hole to walk through, and he will walk all the way down to the 28. Jonathan Taylor has been free to do whatever he wants today. Matt Ryan in the shotgun again with Hines to his left. Will snap the ball. Quick slant route to his wide receiver, who makes a man miss, and then Jamal Adams lays the hit on him. 12 of 13 for 137 yards for Matt Ryan. Just a tough day for the Seahawks defense. Once again, Matt Ryan, another quick pass, incomplete. I don't know why our defender didn't go from the ball. But Matt Ryan on 2nd goal under center here. He will hit his man on the out route, but it's a gain of 3 yards. And 3rd and goal here. Can the Seahawks get a stop finally against this Colts team? And the answer is yes. Matt Ryan hit as he's thrown. It is an incomplete pass, and the score is 24-7 after the incomplete pass. Eskridge is back on the kick return as he will take it from about the 4-yard line, and he looks like he will get a good return all the way up to the 33-yard line. Good starting field position for the Seahawks. Still time to make something happen. Hand off to Chris Carson. He gets a nice run. He barrels forward to the 48-yard line. Nice gain of 15 for the Seahawks, trying to breathe some life into this offense. More plays like that, and we'll be right in this game. Drew Lock in the shotgun formation with Chris Carson to his right here, and he will snap the ball to 1 second left, and it's Carson again. This time he will get to the 49-yard line of Indianapolis for a gain of 3. Keeping it moving here, Tyler Lockett over the middle, falls down, gets a gain of 7 for a 3rd and inches here. They're going to hand it off to, it's a read option actually, and Drew Lock will keep it himself and fall forward for the first down, continuing this drive for the Seahawks. Chris Carson will get the ball, and he's got a nice little run there for a gain of 4 to put it to a 2nd and 5 here for the Seahawks. Snap again, and Drew Lock looking. He's got Eskridge, who runs out of bounds and cannot keep his feet down. Heartbreaking. 3rd and 5 for the Seahawks now. Drew Lock was going to get the throw off. He gets hit as he thrown. It is a fumble, and Indianapolis has the ball. The offensive line has done a semi-decent job protecting Drew Lock, but that time the defense got home and knocked the ball out. Matt Ryan takes over the ball in the 48, and he completes a pass, and they are inside the 35 of the Seattle Seahawks. Matt Ryan has been slicing them up, and they hit the fourth quarter. Matt Ryan hands it off to Jonathan Taylor, and he just makes people misses and will go down to the 20-yard line for a gain of 15. 12 rushes for 161 yards for Taylor today. Matt Ryan will snap it to Jonathan Taylor again, and this time he is going to get a very little 2 yards, still up over 160 yards today. Matt Ryan in the shotgun with Jonathan Taylor to his left again. It will be a pass play, and he will hit his receiver, falling down to about the 1-yard line. The Seahawks have not had an answer all day. From the 1-yard line, they're in the shotgun formation. Jonathan Taylor to his left, Matt Ryan looking. The defender peels off the zone, and he just hits his wide receiver, Michael Pittman, wide open in the end zone. The score goes to 31-7 as Drew Lock and the Seahawks walk back out on the field. 1st and 10 from the 20. Drew Lock's on the run. He is going to take the underneath to Noah Fant, who's going to plow forward to the 28-yard line. After that reception, it is 2nd and 2 from the 28, and Drew Lock will hit Noah Fant again over the middle, this time to the 39-yard line, giving them a 1st and 10. Snap again, Drew Lock. Scrambling, has to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to look down the sideline to see if he can hit Eskridge, and he cannot. It is an incomplete pass. With 9.5 minutes to go, down 24 points, the Seahawks are just playing out to see what they have talent-wise this year. Drew Lock will step back, will line up in the shotgun with Chris Carson to his right. He will motion him out to the right side of the line. Play clock kicking down. Drew Lock will get the snap off, and he will hit Tyler Lockett over the middle for a slant again, completing it. And they're going to run hurry up here. 3rd and inches. Ball on the 49 of Seattle, 1 yard short of midfield and a couple inches short of the first down marker. They will hand it off to Chris Carson, who will get the ball to midfield and get the first down. Seahawks are hoping for more out of him as the season goes on. Drew Lock under center. He's going to go for the deep shot to Noah Fant. Triple coverage, a frustration throw, and it is intercepted by the Colts. They will take the ball over on their 24-yard line. Matt Ryan will hand it off to Jonathan Taylor, who gets hit hard but gets 8 yards. Matt Ryan again. He will hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor, who gets hit again, this time after 1 yard. It is a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd and 1, Jonathan Taylor to Matt Ryan's left. He's going to snap the ball. It is going to be a passing play, and he's going to hit Jonathan Taylor quickly for the first down, ball to the 37-yard line. After the injured player, it is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 37 in Indianapolis, and they will hand it to Jonathan Taylor, who makes Jamal Adams miss again and will fall forward to the 45-yard line, a gain of 8 yards. Matt Ryan under center this time. Play clock winding down, just letting as much of this time run off because this game is as good as solved. He will give it to Jonathan Taylor, who will get it to the 49 for the first down. 1st and 10 once again, play clock continually running, and the Seahawks will stuff Jonathan Taylor for a gain of 3 this time, 2nd and 7. Once again, Jonathan Taylor will run it, and this time he will get 7 yards and put him to 3rd and inches. Jonathan Taylor will then get the handoff again and run over a man and put the ball down to the 33-yard line. 20 rushes for 201 yards. No defense anywhere to stop him. Jonathan Taylor gets his number called again, and he runs for even more yards. 24-yard line, gain of 9. 2nd and 1 under center. Hines is in the backfield. Matt Ryan continuing to let this clock run. He will throw it, and he will hit his tight end. And his tight end will walk into the end zone for the cherry on top touchdown. The Colts have dominated the Seahawks today. Geno Smith will line up at quarterback here with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. We're just seeing what we got going with him. It'll be a pass play, and he will go ahead and hit Noah Fant for a 1-yard gain and another injury to the Colts. Geno Smith in the passing situation. Again, he will scramble out, and he will look to hit DK Metcalf, and he cannot. 3rd and 10. Geno Smith again dropping back. Looks like he will hit Metcalf to make up for it. First down for Seattle with 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. He will hit Chris Carson on the screen route, and Chris Carson will fight forward for a gain of 4. Geno Smith is moving the ball, taking the right completions. Geno Smith drops back again. He will throw it to Eskridge, and as soon as I say that, we throw an interception, and this game is as good as over. Tell has his 2nd interception on the day. Great start to the season for him. As the Colts will run out the clock here, we can talk about the positives and negatives from this. Chris Carson had a couple impactful plays. We'll hopefully be able to feed him the ball more often to get him going. Defense struggled containing Jonathan Taylor, but then again, he is one of the best running backs in the league, and that will be it for the game. The Seahawks will actually call one more timeout to see if they can get the ball back one last time, just see if they can do something with it. Matt Ryan lines up empty backfield, and it looks like he is looking, and the sack will hit home. Defense gets their first sack of the day. way too late, but they're celebrating like they did something. Looks like the Seahawks will be lining up in their punt thing. Don't want to burn the last time out. Thinking this clock will just run out, and actually the Colts will go ahead and punt it. Time expires. Tyler Lockett, see what he can do with it. First punt return of the year. He can't do much, and that is the game. The Seahawks fall here in week 1 to the Indianapolis Colts. With a final score of 38-7, the Seahawks will look to week 2 to see if they can right the wrongs from today's game. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. I am excited to right this franchise around. We had some elements that looks like we can build off today, but more importantly, there is more that we can do. Hopefully we can get there, and hopefully I will see you guys in that next video. Have a good one.